me hypo, and I'm like, welcome to Under Two Capes. I'm Jared. I'm here with Robert. What's up, my brother?
Yo, what up?
And today we are discussing what Marvel characters we want to join Rivals. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. I recently discovered this. The company that makes Rivals has the license to make any Marvel character over the last 87 years.
Yep.
That's a lot.
That's unheard of.
Yeah, I'm like,
I mean, not even Capcom had that. Not even Capcom had that.
So literally, there is no this character. There's no way this character can happen. No, it's any.
So either be a character or a skin.
Yeah. So I'm like immediately Squadron Supreme.
Yep. Like I said, they can either be a character or a skin.
Yeah, exactly. Which let me start with talk with this. All right, Robert, who are your mains in Marvel Rivals?
So far it's Penny, Iron Man, Jeff to a degree, and recently Cap.
So you're a Jeff player, are you? You're a Jeff player.
Well, I'm more of a Penny player than anyone.
With me, it's Emma, Wanda, Punisher, and soon to be Phoenix, I guess.
Oh, I'm gonna love Phoenix as well. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. It's so the thing about it, this is going to be the one time I am going to 100% take the L because I thought that Rivals was just going to be Marvel Overwatch. It's not.
No.
From the outside, it looked like that, but as soon as I started playing, I'm like, oh, because the minute you start showing me destructible environments, I'm like, oh, this is cool.
To be fair, I think I also knew at the moment it was third person.
That too, because I'm like, because that's the part that I always really hated about Overwatch because I can't see my character.
Yep, you have all these characters, and everything, but you can't. I think that was still the advantage. It was by the people who were involved with in China anyway with Overwatch.
Yeah, but still, and by what's up, Cameron? But it's like so a lot. I was the thing is the part that was confusing for me with Rivals is the difference between a knockout and like a final a KO and then an actual kill because I get kills like all the time. It's just I sometimes get like final KO, so I'm like, is this still counting as me getting points? And then I see my score at the end of the match, and I'm like, oh, okay, I get it now.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, I'm switching over.
Yeah, all right. But anyway, and by put in the chat if you guys play Marvel Rivals, what who your main is, because and again, just drop it in the chat who you want to show up in Rivals, because literally any Marvel character is on the table right now because they literally said, and here.
Wait, sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, any Marvel character is on the table. Literally any Marvel character. So there is there's no way that this character will show up.
Yep. Well, I got a couple.
All right, go ahead.
Jubilee for one.
Well, yeah, okay. I like that.
Black Cat.
All right.
Now, I don't know how they could do this character, but Onslaught.
That would be interesting.
But that would be too OP. They're already having a hard time doing Doom.
Here's a character that I'm sure it's inevitable they're going to put in. Sentry.
Now, to be fair, though, but yeah, they probably will have Sentry. But here's the big thing, though. You mentioned Squadron Supreme. How would they be able to do Sentry and
Hyperion?
Hyperion.
They would have to make like maybe Sentry and Hyperion are different classes, maybe.
Maybe, but I'm just trying to see what their abilities and everything.
Because Sentry does not have the same powers as Hyperion, though.
True.
So they could differentiate it. I just want Power Princess, and can they make a skin that's the Power Princess skin, but red and blue, so I can literally just go, okay, so now it's reverse copying.
That will probably happen if they do one of those interesting variants for like a holiday or something.
True. Maybe the 4th of July for Zarda.
Yep, something like that. But who else?
Yeah, it's literally any character. Maybe you mentioned Black Cat. Maybe as a skin, the Mary Jane Black Cat.
Ooh. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I can't believe I got to say this, but it
Jackpot.
will actually.
Are you going to say Jackpot?
It will make her viable.
True.
And the randomization would actually be an interesting power set.
Oh, and I got one. Mary Jane becomes a skin for Venom.
Nah, two different body type. Two different body type.
Oh yeah. Oh wait.
And we never see Eddie. So
yeah. Paul. I'm only kidding.
No, but no. Jackpot does have an interesting bit, though, wouldn't you say?
Here's one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that'll be fun from a gameplay perspective. Here's one that because what you can do for the randomization is instead of giving her like a random superpower, she copies the abilities of a random enemy.
I like Loki's ultimate.
Yeah, exactly. So what I think another character I think they could do honestly is Kraven.
Oh, Kraven could be like Black Panther or Iron Fist.
Yeah, exactly. That's a character that I think I'm fairly certain is probably gonna show up eventually. There's no way they don't put him in there.
No, yeah, you're right. You know what? I'm surprised they haven't made an alternate skin for Thor.
Who?
Beta Ray Bill.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'm sorry, that would have to be a skin. That would not be a full character.
Can I say the one ding I will give it? So with Thor, I get why they do it, but I hate that when they do the whole when they do the Thor Love and Thunder skin, he comes in on the screaming goats. Because here's why. I actually like the Love and Thunder armor for Thor, the really bright, colorful one. I think it looks really cool, but it's ruined with those goats.
Oh, you mean for the MVP, right?
Yeah, for the MVP. I go, thanks, Taika. See, here's the thing. I tried Thor as a character because, again, my strategy is because here's the thing. Even though Emma may not necessarily be my play style, she's one of my favorite characters. So you got to gravitate toward a favorite character, obviously. But it's like with Thor, I just can't because he's too slow for me.
By the way, you know, I just realized would be a perfect, technically could fall because you've had them appear in Marvel books.
Who?
Predator and Xenomorph.
Yes! They said any Marvel character.
Now, those fall under the Fox books, so that's a
Bro,
little...
the Xenomorph skin is the Aliens Avengers Red Xenomorph.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh.
Sinister!
Sinister will be interesting. Oh, Star Wars!
Oh, yeah. Oh, Darth Vader shows up and he's fighting the Avengers.
To be fair, I don't think they're really going to allow those from the other brands. I don't think they're going to allow those.
Yeah, most likely not. But, another character. This is a character I am certain is going to show up eventually. Certain. Captain Marvel.
Yep. Oh, Deadpool, of course.
Well, yeah. Okay, yeah. Those
What's taking them so long? What's taking them so long?
It could be also because of the Fox stuff, but still. But my thing is that with the other thing with Carol, I guarantee you they will have some costume homaging the Ms. Marvel costume. They always do in every game.
Ms. Marvel, yep. Oh, yeah. Come on, you had the Psylocke, where it's more of a traditional outfit.
Yeah, exactly. There's no way they don't do that. At least. Plus, again, it's like when you have like the clear priority of characters looking attractive.
Mm-hmm.
Like the most hot costume for Carol. Come on.
Yep. Especially that booty.
Yeah. It's my favorite era of Carol. By the way, Kelly Thompson has made me a Captain Marvel fan. I'm just gonna say that because that's not bad. Vox.
Yep.
You could go
here's one.
Anything humans. Yeah.
Yep. Dakin or X-23.
Ooh, okay. You can make them more of like a lighter version of Wolverine.
Yeah. Scar.
Oh, Scar. Yes. He's like Hulk, but with swords.
Now, wonder why She-Hulk hasn't shown up yet.
Yeah, I know. If you do Red Hulk, it can be a dude with the strength of a Hulk, but his ultimate is 2 guns.
Oh. I got one. Howard the Duck.
Or in that case, Gwenpool.
Yep. With Spider-Gwen, of course.
Spider-Gwen.
I'll be honest. I want to avoid spider characters. I cannot stand them. Those guys are so annoying. I
hate Spider-Man.
How they keep yanking you off. You're like,
by the way, so you know, if they did go with the who has been in a Marvel book before, you know who they technically could have used? Master Chief.
You know who else they technically could use? Space Knight.
Oh, there you go. No, but
Okay,
can
no,
you imagine Master
that-
Chief running into battle alongside Iron Man and the Avengers?
You know, technically they can use any of the other space knights. They just can't use Rom.
Oh, okay. There you go. I like
They can
that.
use Starshine. They could use any of those.
Nova.
No, both of them. You have Nova, and then you have the Galactus Solar Surfer.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, there you go.
Oh boy, I'm just imagining some of the lines of Galactia making some snide remark.
Oh, Super Skrull.
Ooh. Okay, here's the other thing. While they do have access to all of them, how many of these are viable?
Yeah, like there are a few characters that like there's no way to
Cable.
one above all.
Cable.
Oh yeah, okay, that works. He's like big guns. Now, how would you? Let's say they did. I'm gonna give you a character. Let's say they wanted to add this character. Well,
Let me guess. What class? What class?
I'll let you decide that because what I'm about to ask you, I'm going to give you a character. You tell me how to make this character work in Rivals. Any of the class. It can be in any of the classes. Thanos.
He's a tank.
Yeah, I would say so.
He is a tank, hands down, but with a little bit of DPS action. But for the most part, he would be pounding on everyone. I could see them using like having it be he could become temporarily over, not invincible, but because they never go that far.
Armored up, kind of like how Emma can go into diamond form. By Solar's his Taskmaster, we could do a Taskmaster is when Taskmaster dies.
DPS.
Well, yeah, his like ultimate is like when he dies, he can copy the ultimate of the move of the character who killed him.
That seems a little too much. More of a technical. For one, that wouldn't be viable because you could just use Loki and not have to die.
Well, that's true, but it's because I'm trying to figure out how to factor in he copies fighting styles.
I think that would be a challenging one. But okay, how would you do Black Cat?
Black Cat, I would say she has some of the mobility of Spider-Man, but she cannot like whip you around. It's not that. But what you could also do, so I'd imagine she's like a melee fighter, so probably a duelist.
Yep.
And I think her ultimate ability would be cloaking because she's a cat burglar.
Yeah, that's true. Or she could give an aura that automatically makes people either dizzy or stunned, but it's when they're around her because it's her bad luck.
Yeah, there you go. That works.
Like anyone who gets in her aura is instantly, like dizzied or stunned.
Or like they lose their ability to use their ultimates.
Like Emma can. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong besides losing health.
Oh, Gladiator from the X-Men. Hey.
Dude, Riri.
Another Superman. It's like any Superman character.
Yep, Riri, she's just like Iron Man.
Yeah, see, here's the thing.
But I would add her more of a specialist with healing.
Yeah, I was about to say healer.
They already did that with Ultron.
See, here's the thing. I don't think that they're going to go with like characters that are straight up copies of other characters.
That's the downside. But she's too different to make her an alternate skin either, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's the issue there. By the way, I can see them because they kind of have it for Storm. Speaking of which, I could see they release an alternate skin for Emma, which is the Chris Claremont like Hellfire Gala Phoenix Saga costume.
Yep. Or there was never mind. That's just a what if, right? Oh boy, there's plenty of what if costumes.
Oh yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh okay.
Wait. Oh, you know what? Captain Carter.
That could work.
And she wouldn't be as tough as Cap, but she could still be a tank or anywhere between a tank or a duelist.
That could work. I like that.
Oh, there's too many duelists. There's way too many duelists. Why do you think?
I would say make Yelena a skin for Black Widow.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she deserves that.
Mm-hmm.
But Red Guardian.
Oh yeah,
tank,
that's another
tank
Captain
again.
America. That's another cat. All the Captain Americas are tanks.
Yep, they would be.
Yeah, and Dave, I'm sure they'll put Nova in the game. I'm sure.
Oh yeah, and he would definitely be a duelist.
Who's the one? There's like one Guardian of the Galaxy that isn't in the game, right? Is that Gamora or Drax?
Gamora is not in there, and nor is Drax.
Oh, okay.
Gamora would definitely be a duelist.
Yeah.
And Drax a tank.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Let's see. Who else would Ronan maybe?
Ronan, that would sound like a skin for Hawkeye.
No, Ronan the Accuser.
Oh, that one. Sorry, when you said Ronan,
No,
I was thinking
not your fault. Marvel confuses people.
Ronan and Ronin.
Because by Ronan is the skin for Hawkeye in this game.
That's what I thought. By the way, Dave Howard would. I think that Howard would be a specialist. To be fair, he'd be like Rocket.
Yeah, you could use Null.
Oh, they're probably working on that. They are.
I'm sure they're working on Null. How much symbiote stuff we've been getting? There's no way Null is not on the way.
And let's be honest, Doom was originally supposed to be there from the start, but he was too OP.
Yeah, exactly.
They're still working on Speed Demon. That speed character that's too hard. That's really hard.
What you could do is have them like jog. They can have a faster movement speed. And what you could do, here's what you could do. His ultimate is he slows time for him.
That could break, though. That could break things.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a good idea, but that would be a game breaker.
Rogue. What you could do with Rogue is that the characters have to attack her from range. Otherwise, she absorbs health from them.
Right. Well, to a point. Obviously, I would say she takes half what normally is done.
Okay, that works. And yes, Somar, I do want Hyperion in there as well. I do.
Sabretooth.
Sabretooth, they need to put in there. Absolutely.
Yep.
Pure character.
Oh, Nitro.
Oh, yes.
Boom! He just blows up. He's blowing up.
His special ability is like, if you have him, like his team up is with Cap and Iron Man, and the team up is called Civil War.
Yep. Or Speedball.
Penance.
That would be a skin. But the other thing is, when he's Speedball, he can bounce around.
Yeah, but I do agree with you. We don't any of the Eternals.
Great Lake Avengers.
Oh, yes. Eternals?
Yep, Eternals. But Great Lake Avengers would then have team-ups with Squirrel Girl. And she's like, hey, guys, it's been a long time. The only one we can't do is Immortal Man.
Oh, but here's one that would definitely...
He has no other abilities.
Yeah. By the way, here's the character that's definitely going to be a duelist when she inevitably is put in here. Elektra.
Yep.
There's no way they don't put Elektra in here.
I know. They surprised us with Ultron being a specialist, so don't rule anything out.
Yeah. How about Echo?
Maybe.
It would have to be the Phoenix Force version of Echo.
Maybe. I said earlier. What?
Moon Girl?
That sounds more like a skin for Captain Marvel. Because she was pretty much her. Remember that? Even in Dark Avengers, that was her duplicate.
No. That's Moonstone. I'm talking about Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur.
Oh, riding Devil Dinosaur.
That's her ultimate.
And there should be a skin where you have Moon Boy.
Yeah, exactly. Black Bolt's a good one. His special is that he screams.
Carnage.
Yes.
And Carnage would definitely be a duelist because he is not the bulk of Venom.
Yeah, exactly. I would be so down for that.
Wait, Echo is not a lame character.
Let me put it this way: the MCU version of Echo is not the actual version of Echo. Ares.
Yeah. America Chavez.
Her special power, she screams, "Holy menstruation!"
Nah. As a kid, when the MCU did improve her.
Yeah, I gotta be honest.
To be fair, they restored her to her original interpretation.
I'm gonna be honest. The MCU improved my opinions of both her and Kamala. Kamala also, by the way.
Yep, come on. Where is she? Why hasn't she shown up?
Oh, Falcon. And he can have a Captain America skin.
Yep. I'm surprised they haven't done that.
Yeah, I'm sure they will.
I think he'd be a flyer.
Yep, I would say so too.
Wait, a fly? No, never mind. Yeah, he'd be one of the few Caps that isn't a tank. Green Goblin.
Yes. Did we
with
already
a Goblin skin?
Did we already say Bishop?
No. Bishop absorbing attacks will be his ultimate.
And then he can like shoot it out in like a blast.
Wait a minute. I just realized, isn't that pretty much Magneto's ult?
I've never.
Remember, he absorbs any projectile his way, but you have to time it right to send it back. The fear magneto.
No, she's not exactly a ripoff of Taskmaster. Even show, isn't she a Phoenix host now?
They keep going back and forth on those.
Yeah, because I'm like, I thought Jason Aaron made her a Phoenix host.
Yeah, but I don't know if anyone followed up on that after her mini.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Baron Zemo, sorry. Well,
Ant-Man and Wasp.
Oh, yeah, that works.
Oh, no, wait. But how can you do that without game breaking?
Same
with Giant Man.
Yeah. That's I mean, you could do like with Giant Man, you could kind of do that because kind of like how Reed like puffs up.
You know what I just realized? When they have Silver Surfer, you know what team up they're definitely going to have?
What?
Defenders.
Yeah.
You already got three of them. You already got 3 of them.
Yeah, I got one. Angela.
Oh, yep. They haven't done much with her since that appearance in Thor.
I loved her in Donny Cates' Thor, where she's like.
Quick question: have you read the final Immortal Thor issue?
The one that I read, the one that came out last month.
Yeah, the one that came out currently. Do you want to know what the next series is going to be called?
Go ahead.
Mortal Thor.
So obviously he comes back to life, right?
Pretty much, but basically here's one thing I love about Ewing. He takes elements from other runs. He's taking some elements from the Fraction run.
Oh, I love the Fraction run.
And remember what happened when Thor died during that? What happened briefly? History was said at that time.
You're talking about during Ragnarok, right?
No. Fear itself.
Just so I'm clear of the era, this is the one where like Asgard is like floating above Oklahoma.
This was no. You're thinking of the JMS Gillian era.
Oh, okay.
And then got destroyed during Siege.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the era that was after Gillian, but before Aaron. Oh, hold on. Let me go get it.
Ghost Rider, Werewolf by Night, Dracula, Man-Thing, the Zombie, Son of Satan. I don't think they'll do Son of Satan, but yes, Dave, I did say Devil Dinosaur. I did like that. That one's a good one. But of course, Robert's getting his omnibus. Robert, try the nice.
Ghost Rider, nice. Werewolf by Night, okay. Dracula, why haven't they? Man-Thing, how to make him different? For different from Groot, that he burns thing. The Zombie, too weak. Sorry. Son of Satan, we already mentioned Devil Dinosaur.
Also, I don't think they're gonna have. I don't think they would put a character in there that says "Son of Satan."
No, they will call it Hellstorm or whatever.
By the way, I got a character for you right here. Apocalypse.
Yep.
That character is begging to be thrown in this game.
But again, trying to get the power back, the power right. But like I was saying, though, but during this, after Fear itself, Thor was dead. But then there was a brief point where he was gone and someone else was filling the void and people's memories were altered. It's similar here.
Okay.
And remember, they've been building up on this whole idea of stories being rewritten.
I like that. By the way, here's another character. I'm going to do a deep cut right now. You ready?
All right.
Ex Nihilo.
Oh.
From the Hickman run. He's one of the builders.
Oh, okay. Captain Universe.
Hey, there you go.
And specifically the Hickman version, because that one at least you can have toned down.
You know, that should be a Venom skin. Remember when?
No. They're nothing alike.
Oh, okay.
Captain Universe might be the inverse, but their power set is okay. Spidey had the powers once. That whole thing.
I see.
Basically, there's where he blasts. Now, technically, reality warping. Obviously, you wouldn't do that here.
How about Agent Venom?
And Samar, yes. There's a hell
of a lot of good ones. Jessica Jones, maybe?
The funny thing is her jewel power set has not been always defined properly.
All right, Luke Cage.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think they could easily make Luke Cage work.
A tank. Definitely a tank.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Tigra.
Yep. Hellcat.
Hellcat would work. I like that.
The Runaways.
Any of the Runaways.
And
would work.
Nico
Like
and Nico. And Molly especially, and Carolina.
Oh, we need Cyclops.
Duh.
Yeah, I think so.
Kitty would be broken.
Absorbing Man.
Titania.
Yes, there you go.
Colossus.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Okay, you know what Colossus is? All could be an homage to the arcade going, roar! You know, the yelling.
Mm-hmm. I like that one. Dormammu.
Oh.
I've come to bargain.
Ooh, how, again, some of these ones are ones out of this with more of the Capcom, they'd be the final bosses.
Oh, I got one. Any of the Black Order.
And that could work. And that could work, but would anyone be interested in playing them?
True.
You gotta remember that too.
Hank Pym. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Because
Hank is a hard one because you can't, shrinking is not gonna help much. And you can't get too big. There's a limit how big you can get.
Yeah, that's like...
That's the hard part.
Mm-hmm, that's the problem. Mandarin as specialist, Fing Fang Foom. Could you do Fing Fang Foom?
No. He's kaiju size.
I see.
Wait, Daredevil.
Oh, yeah. Blackheart.
Blackheart.
But yeah, Daredevil, you could... Daredevil duelist, I think.
Definitely, and then you can, but how do you handle the? I think that's part of the reason. Some of these guys, I can see why they haven't handled the because you're like, how do you handle their abilities, or in this case, the being deaf and being blind.
Well, you could don't do the blind part, but make it so like he can he can say out radar pulse, kind of like reveals where the enemies are.
True.
You kind of go with that. That's a way to address it. It's not perfect, but it's a way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Oh boy, it's so much for oh, never mind. It's going to be a brief rainstorm. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, because of 4th of July and all that.
Yeah. Oh, you mean the rain thing that's like off the coast?
Yeah. Kazar would work. Morbius.
Morbid times. Thank you, Dave.
Ben Rebel, he said the sword skin. There really is no way to make him different.
Yeah, I would agree on that.
I think it would just make him a sword skin.
And what you could do is any of the spider characters like Gwen.
Spider Boy!
No. Any of the spider characters.
He's not that bad.
No. Any of the characters that are like derivatives of Spider-Man, just make them Spider-Man skins.
Yeah. Well, no, but Miles does have slightly different abilities.
That's true, but the problem is you want more spider people. You even said it in the show. Nah.
No, I do not need a team of Spider-Man. Because then you'd have a...
Odin.
From a character
I got a better one. Gore.
Ooh, Gore. Hercules.
Yes, Omega Red.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with the whips. There you go. Now, for Norman Osborn, what you could do is like an alternate skin as Iron Patriot.
Or that's more of an Tony's alternate skin, but I would see Hobgoblin.
Yeah, Hobgoblin was closer.
Rhino.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Juggernaut.
Hydra Man.
Yeah, we could do with Juggernaut is his alt is that he just starts running for like a certain amount of time. Yes, She-Hulk, obviously. Doc Ock could be fun. I like Doc Ock.
Yeah, but that does sound a little more of a pain about the program, though, with the
No, but remember, Robert, this is whatever character we want. We
I know.
Let them handle the programming.
True.
How about Bobby Drake?
Yeah. Yep. Oh, gee, then you got to team up with him in Human Torch.
Yep, there you go. Firestar, yes.
From the end, him, Iceman, and her Iceman and Spidey as the Amazing Friends team up.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Like I said, though, one character I guess that would be useless is Immortal Man. Mm-hmm. He doesn't do anything but just come back from the dead.
Yeah, exactly. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Same with Doorman. Flatman, I can see working. Doorman, no, because his ability is just simply you can go right through him to the next room. Big Bertha, on the other hand.
How about this? Kang.
Ooh, with time and all that.
And his like losing like animation is that he gets trampled by a bunch of ants.
Ha!
Killmonger can be a skin for Black Panther.
Ooh, yep. How would Purple Man work?
What are his powers again?
That was the one who took over, who tells people what to do just by being in proximity to him.
Yeah, mind control guys can easily break the game.
Yeah, there's no, and you don't want that. That would be a hated thing.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't include Purple Man at all.
Nor Mastermind.
Death Strike, Lady Death Strike.
That would work. But Kitty is kind of hard too.
Dazzler
can, like I said, Jubilee, and she could do that spin one of her regular big attacks, and not the ultimate, but her big attack is that spinning blade thing she did in 97.
There you go. Oh,
Bastion from 97.
Okay, that works.
Yeah. Or Sentinel.
Oh, I like that.
The boy was the Sentinel pet.
That's that.
And he could be a counterpoint to Penny.
I got it. Kurt Connors.
As the lizard.
Yeah, exactly. The lizard.
Trying to think of Misty Knight.
I was about to say, yeah, I think you could probably make that work.
Yeah, but you have a team up with Luke Cage if he's included.
Yeah, you could go with that.
Any of the Warbound. Krog.
Oh, yeah.
Korg.
Yeah, I like that.
Tevya, you know what? Actually, Spidey 29 would be different enough.
Yeah, you could make that. You could do that. I think you could.
Korvac would be OP to hell.
Oh, here's an OP character, the Watcher.
He would just stand around. You know what? I'm surprised they went with Galactia instead of probably because you have more personality than Watcher.
Yeah. Oh, Medusa.
Ooh, with the hair.
Yeah,
Prowler.
Oh, or Mephisto. It was Mephisto. Oh.
Wait, Agatha.
Oh, that works.
Go with the original. It was Agatha all along.
That's her like MVP animation. It plays the song.
Yep, and it does her in the retro style.
Yeah.
Debbie, you just got here. We've gone through a lot of these.
Yeah, we have. But
Puma.
Puma, I could see that would be fun.
Mysterio. Oh, some of the Young Avengers.
You could go with that. I like that.
For a skin, Isaac Bradley.
Okay, that works.
As a Cap skin.
Yes, that actually works really well.
Romulus from Wolverine.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
He just appeared in the 900th issue.
Mm-hmm. You know they're inevitably gonna have Maestro be a skin for Hulk.
Yes. If they did Planet Hulk, they're gonna do it. Now, okay, here's one thing. Should Red Hulk just be a skin or his own character?
I think if you play him enough, he could be his own character. Like, he could be like Hulk-ish, but he has guns.
That could work. Oh, Nebula, yes.
Nebula, yeah, they would need to. Someone said Prowler from Spider-Man. Yeah, you could go with that.
Yep.
I'm surprised they haven't done Charles Xavier.
If they do She-Hulk, it's kind of hard. That's a case where he's not known for doing much of the heavy action.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's true.
If they have a She-Hulk, they have to have a red She-Hulk skin.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Britain, yes.
Yeah, there you go. Voiced by Henry Cavill.
And one of his MVPs would be the captain, the Britain Corps.
Yeah. Oh, Red Skull.
That could work.
And yes, Rebel Fox, and I would like Captain Marvel.
Yep. Well, that should be a team up right there.
Here's a crazy character for you. Ready? Franklin Richards. His thing.
He did actually have a point where he was aged up.
Yeah, but his ultimate is that if he gets to 100%, he ends the game. He's that powerful.
No, I would go with his Side Lord self.
Yeah, I would say so.
That's one that's much easier to handle.
Red She-Hulk.
I said that. That would be a She-Hulk skin.
Yeah,
'Cause
okay.
Unlike Red Hulk, there's no difference.
Yeah, except for like maybe a sword or something like that. But yeah,
But that's optional.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Brother Voodoo.
That's something.
And you know what? I was right. I could see if Miles is in there, he'd be a support instead of a DPS.
I would say so.
Oh, Warlock from New Mutants.
Yes, you could have Shang-Chi be a skin for Iron Fist.
Terrax,
basically Marvel's Dark Side.
Except he was just a lackey of Galactus.
Oh,
Sif, yeah. Oh, Abomination.
Okay, there you go. That works.
Baron Zemo.
Oh, Silver Sable.
Yep, like I said, Baron Zemo.
Mm-hmm. You could kind of Deathlock. Tevye brings up Deathlock. That's a good one.
Nightcrawler.
Yep, there you go. That will be good. I think a Nightcrawler will be a duelist for sure.
Yeah, Enchantress.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, MODOK.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
I bet he would be a specialist.
Yeah. Oh, Tevye. Paul. I'm only kidding. I had
to
Spider Woman. She's different enough.
And you could use different skins of the other Spider Woman, or even throw in Spider Girl. Spider Gwen would be different enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Vision.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. We definitely need that. Need that.
Mysterio.
Yeah, I could go with that. And like his power is that like he sends out a fog that like duplicates all the kind of like Loki, kind of,
or kind of like the team up with Magneto.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how about Ares?
Yes, Rachel Summers.
Oh, that sounds like a skin for Phoenix or Jean.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Annihilus.
Oh, Annihilus, you could definitely do. His ultimate is he sends out a wave of those like bug creatures.
Or kind of like Squirrel Girls, squirrels.
Mm-hmm.
Or Night Thrasher.
Thundra.
Yep.
Let's see. What's another good one?
I'm a thinking.
Typhoid Mary.
Nah, I can't think of much there.
Hope Summers. That one works. I like Hope Summers.
Oh, good work, yeah.
There's a lot of characters that you can put in.
By the way, actually, I think about was Falcon. He would be a strategist.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Could you make War Machine
a Vanguard? He'd be a Vanguard.
No, I mean, it's like, should he be a skin of Iron Man or is he different enough?
I think he could be different enough if you go with him being a bulkier suit.
Yeah, I think so too. Mr. Negative says Tevye. That could work. I like that one.
Well, someone mentioned Speed Demon. I'm sorry I don't want to say Quicksilver in that regard, but it'll be the same thing.
Yeah. Whiplash.
Oh, just to make clear, no one suggests Blade. That's already in the works.
Yeah, that's already it's confirmed.
How about Gambit?
Gambit, yes. If they have Rogue, they have to add Gambit.
And if Gambit, he can use a melee attack, but also throw his cards.
Wonder Man.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. Negative.
Yeah, Li Fong, the guy who created the Iron Sentinels. Oh, you mean the ones from the Iron Man run with Tony and Emma? Yeah, you could do that.
Yep.
That's honestly not a bad thing. Doc Samson.
Yep. Oh, Jack of Hearts.
Oh, there you go. That's a good pick.
Demolition Man or D-Man.
I like that one. That one works.
Of course, that'll be a bit of a joke. Oh, Elsa Bloodstone.
Hey, Dave is an interesting suggestion. Stan Lee.
Oh, no. They'd be tempted to using AI voice replicating.
Oh, Byron Cameron says, well, if we're getting Blade, how about... I only have one thing to say to that, Cameron. It's Morbin time.
But you know what I said? Elsa Bloodstone?
That works. Sandman.
Yep. White Tiger.
Yeah, White Tiger could work.
Oh, wait, here's one. Blue Marvel.
Oh, there you go. That's a good one. He's
Or
powerful.
Quasar.
Yeah, honestly, there's like so many Superman clones. You can just pick one.
Phyla-Vell.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Or Genis-Vell, Captain Marvel.
Yeah, any of those. Any of those.
Wait, Monica Rambeau.
Oh, yeah, that would could she
Photon.
be a skin for
No.
Captain Marvel, or she?
No. She is totally different. Remember, hers is light power. She was just given the Ms. Marvel, Captain Marvel name.
Could you have like?
Boo.
Could you have like, let's say like Mar-Vell?
Marvel. You
As
could.
a
That's why.
different character if you have Carol.
That's why I suggested Genis-Vell.
Okay, you could go with that.
Those two could be skins as well, but they would be different from Carol. Yes. Oh,
Moonstone, yes, I like Moonstone.
I want you to hear me say Nightcrawler.
Duelist, I like that one.
Or how about any of the Ecstatics?
I don't even know who was on that team.
Hold on.
Immortus?
That would be a skin for Kang.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Because they are the same character.
We said Imperiex. The Shaggy Man?
Possibly. Hold on.
Oh, I got one. This one's gonna be a little another pull. Husk. from the
Perhaps.
X-Men.
Here are the Ecstatics.
Let's see. Oh, okay, you can use any of these.
One of them has, get this, his sweat is acidic.
Okay. By the way, yes, I think Dakin is different enough that you can make that work.
And you could have X-23 different enough. Oh, Icarus from the Eternals?
Yep. What's kind of complicated? The Mandarin. Yeah, that one is complicated, but you can make it work. Marvel Boy. Okay.
You could. Marvel Boy could work.
Maria Hill and or
Nick
Fury.
Fury deserves to be on here.
I think so too, because you could. Oh, Hazmat.
Right. No, Gabby. No, that would just be an alternate version of X-23.
Yeah.
They're too similar.
Yeah, you got. This is the one stipulation. It can't be a character that's easily replicated.
Any of those could be a skin. Grim Reaper, yep.
Let's see. Grey Gargoyle.
That could work.
I literally have the Marvel Encyclopedia. And
I had a feeling. You're cheating.
Gorgon.
Gorgon, maybe. I said Vision earlier, yep.
That works.
Oh, wait. Look, since you have the encyclopedia, look up Brute Force.
Ah! I know exactly what you're talking about. I saw the Marvel documentary for that.
There was a documentary?
They took it off to Disney Plus, but there was a thing where they wanted to show like how Marvel elevates characters. So it was like they had a comedian that was a comic book fan go through and try to pitch Disney Plus a show that based on
these guys.
Yeah. It's the environmentalist. It's essentially the robot animals.
Yep, but these guys were made in the 70s.
Did they ever bring these guys back?
Yes, Deadpool used them.
Okay. I was like, there's no way they left them there.
Oh, Molecule Man.
Yes, that would be.
That would be Beyonder.
Yeah, Beyonder. Blob. You go with that one. I would say Blink.
And his MVP, he bites off Watt's head.
It goes tastes like chicken.
Okay, I'm getting there.
Sebastian Shaw, says Don J.
That could work. Oh, Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Yeah. And if you ever on a team with Deadpool, he goes, you have a cool name.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Black Swan.
Yeah.
Who is essentially a member of the Black Order. You could go with Big Hero 6.
Ooh, that's become more officially Disney these days.
Still a comic.
It can still work, but That's true, but like I said, it's more tied to the Disney version.
I know. Yondu?
You know what? I've suggested this. You know what they would do? How they would do that? His alt would be the whistling arrow, but all the other time he normally uses a regular bow and arrow from the old comics.
Yeah, exactly. I think they would go with that.
Valor.
Who's Valor?
He was. Remember Busset Perez's run?
Yeah.
He was the guy that was that young recruit that was brought in alongside Firestar.
Oh yeah.
And in the future, he's destined to have Cap Shield during the original Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, is he the one that looks like Major Force?
Yeah.
Okay, I know exactly who you're talking
That's him in
about.
the future.
I know exactly who you're talking about now. Okay.
And there's two versions of him.
Okay, that works. Ricky Barnes.
Maybe.
And Cameron, Yelena, I think, would be a skin for Black Widow.
Cassandra Nova. She has much more potential than Professor X does.
Yeah. Dr. Brian Banner.
No.
Oh, really?
One, you gotta remember this. He doesn't. One, he's dead. Two, he never transformed into anything. That was all the personification in Hulk's head.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, not viable.
Okay, I see.
The leader.
The leader you could definitely do. I like that.
And he'd be a lot like Emma in that regard, using his psychic ability like,
Yeah, exactly. Atuma.
Oh,
I think he's too much like Namor.
Probably a bit too much like Namor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait.
Armor.
Wait, I got one, a perfect one they could do as a joke for April Fool's Day.
Bro, Armor.
Yo, Armor would be awesome.
Yeah, you could have like she could also like temporarily project armor on other people.
Yep. Hold on.
Scar, yes, we talked about Scar. Archangel.
Yep. Oh, yep. Oh, and it could be an alternate skin for Angel.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on. I got a perfect one. This one will make you crack up.
Okay.
Hold on. Our pachyderms.
What the hell is this?
It was came out way too late for a parody of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with the X-Men. And yeah, you get a Colossus, a Electra, for whatever reason, Cyclops, and Wolverine. And instead of this being Magneto, it's the it was a Maestro or something like that.
That's hilarious. I love that.
But that would be perfect.
Yeah, I love that. That's great.
Debbie, we've already suggested Scar, but you weren't here for that.
Yeah, it's all good. Who else? How about so we already said Singularity, right?
Yes, you did. Wait. Hold on, I gotta make sure I get the right character. His name, Ruby Thursday.
Yes, that would be great.
You know what? That's a character that probably does not appear in the MCU.
Yeah, that's true.
She begs to be in it.
Mm-hmm.
What, are you afraid of being called out by the Rolling Stones for Ruby Tuesday?
Yeah, exactly. Avalanche from the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, says Dawnstar.
The Wrecking Crew.
Okay. Yes, that would be fun.
Wait. I just realized they're too much affiliated as a group, not individuals.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the downside. That would be too hard because you can't really do them as individuals.
And Tevin, we brought up Bastion, but again, you weren't here for that. Havoc,
yep.
That's enough. How about the Hood? Could you get the Hood to work?
Yes. Yeah, you can have his Hood be when he uses to attack and he has guns.
Oh, okay. That's actually really easy. I don't know why.
Gorgon.
Yes, Hulkling.
Yeah, and he can stun people by turning them to stone.
Yeah, there you go. I like that. I like that. How about
Actually, you know what nice thing about it? If there was ever one of the Wrecking Crew they could use, it would probably be Thunderball. He's the guy with the big wrecking ball hammer and swinger.
Do you think? Oh, Quake, Daisy Johnson.
Yep.
You
boy,
could definitely make that
oh,
work.
why did he who should not be named done or dirty? Did her dirty?
Yeah.
Hickman's run.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Black Knight.
Oh yes. Yeah, you could definitely do. I can't believe they haven't put him in yet.
Yeah. Oh, Valkyrie.
Valkyrie, absolutely, they need to use. I think that's inevitably they're going to use Valkyrie.
And I'm positive U.S. Agent's going to be a skin soon.
Yeah, Claw.
Claw, yes.
Oh, Cameron talks about the Stefford Cuckoos.
Again, similar thing. That would be that's a team. You cannot do one individual.
Yeah, you would have to kind of go with
Yeah,
that.
there's no way you could do that. And having them run around separately, that's like begging for a disaster.
Mm-hmm.
Moondragon.
Okay. Oh, Lockheed the Dragon.
That would be something that would be along with that does not work on his own.
Okay, I see.
Darkhawk.
Yes, you could go with that. Madam Web.
Yeah, right. So when it said before Son of Satan, you just go with Damien Hellstorm.
Yeah, Madam Mask.
Madam Mask good. Madam Web, no.
All right, I could
No, because remember, Madam Web's an old lady.
No, but you could go with the younger Madam Web.
That's Spider-Woman.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
No, I'm just saying, she really doesn't have that many abilities, really.
Teladia, it's Marvel Superior Supreme. Oh, you mean the Squadron Supreme? Yes, exactly. So we can have, because that would technically be DC. Rivals then.
Beast.
Oh yeah.
How did we not go for Beast?
Why didn't we say that?
Oh, and here's one. This would be another skin for She-Hulk. Lyra, the other She-Hulk.
Oh yeah.
She would, like I said, she would be another skin.
Yeah, I would say so. How about Marrow?
Oh, you mean of the what are they? The Morlocks? Yeah.
Yeah, the Morlocks. Yeah, exactly. I think you could make that work.
Lilith, daughter of Dracula.
Now, what class would you put Doom in?
Let me check what they actually had. Hold on.
Because, yeah, I see how Doom would be, like, overpowered somewhat, but I still think you can make that kind of work.
Hold on. Because he was there. He was a Vanguard.
I could see that. Well, I could kind of see that working.
Yeah, at least that's what. Hold on. What was he in the beta? Oh, it turns out he was never actually playable. Never got as far as being in the betas, but he was, and that meant to be playable.
Yeah, and Dave says Spider-Woman, but mild emotion after Sydney Sweeney. We get a huge spike in players. Yeah,
but they don't do motion capture, unfortunately.
Tavia asked about Wiccan support. He'd be a healer.
He'd be a healer because he's not as powerful as Strange.
Yeah. Cassie, here's the thing.
You missed it earlier, Tavia. Shrinking is how do you do it?
Shrinking and growing is like, that's very complicated.
Could you figure it out?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard enough with Hulk getting bigger.
Let's see. North Star. Oh, Night Thrasher.
I said that earlier.
Oh, okay, sorry. I got one. Here are two characters you're never going to see coming. Snowflake and Safe Space. I'm just kidding. Oh, no. Green Time. You know, the internet gas guy.
Yeah, dude. Those things I think those are off limits.
Nimrod.
Nimrod from the Sentinels, yes.
You could definitely make Nimrod work. That would be honestly really cool to see.
Or that would sound like also was Bastion.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, exactly. You could also go with Impossible. Who's Impossible Man?
Oh, that's pretty much like the Mixie guy, but he just shapeshifts. No, that'd be too off the wall to get right.
Okay, how about?
Oh, wait, have you ever read the Superman Silver Surfer crossover?
Superman? So yes, I have.
Yeah, he was in there. He was the guy competing with Mixie.
Oh, okay, I
The
remember.
green guy with the big head.
Oh, okay, I remember what you're talking about. How about Phobos, the son of Ares?
Perhaps. Oh yeah. Oh, you mean from Secret Warriors? Yeah.
Yeah, you could go with. You could have some fun with that.
But yeah, Ares still would be great. He'd be a Vanguard, of course.
How about Rescue? Except that I think that would kind of be a skin.
That would be a skin if
And
they
yes,
would.
yes, Jubilee would work. Polaris maybe, but again, skin for Magneto. She's too similar, I think.
Yep. Same with Clea Strange.
How about any of the Power Pack?
Only one of them is viable, and that's Julie.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say so.
She's the only one you ever see running around these days.
Madeline Pryor, or would she be a skin?
A skin for Jean.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Just like Rachel, unfortunately, would be.
Yeah, we already have Psylocke. We already have.
You know what? His right would be a good skin. Old Man Logan.
Oh man, Logan would be a good skin. Yeah, I would like that. That'd be kind of cool. Quentin Quire.
Ooh, how the power for that.
Yeah, because the mental heroes are the tough ones to do.
I mean, it was a miracle for them to be getting stuff with Jean and Emma.
By the way, Tevia says Blink, and I'm like, could you do that?
Yes.
Not like Doctor Strange.
Yeah, well, yeah, because Blink can still. Blink would be similar but different than Nightcrawler, but also having her she would have a range attack.
Okay, I can kind of go with that. I can kind of see that.
And then you have a skin for her Sabretooth.
How about Chasm? Ben Riley?
Another spider dude.
Yeah, it's true. Like, yeah.
You really want another spider?
No, I don't. I just want. I want Paul to be announced a character for April Fools.
Wait. I got one. Hybrid of the symbiotes. Or Scream. Scream.
Yes. Is he the one that's flashing yellow?
No, she is, and that's all the yellow. Yes.
Okay, that's the one that
yellow and red.
That was protecting Dylan during King in Black, I think.
No. You're saying no. You're thinking of Sleeper.
Sleeper is the one I'm talking about. Yeah.
Sleeper would be a good one.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm like, I feel like they're gonna go with Agent Venom first.
Probably.
I mean,
well, there we have what you mean, like Bedlam and all that?
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Scorpion. They could go with Scorpion.
Tevia's right. We technically have a Chasm costume or suit already.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh,
by the way, did you hear what one of the emotes is going to be, or one of the emotions?
Well, Black
Bully McGuire.
Yeah, the dance. I love that. Oh, Crossbones.
Oh, or Sin.
Oh, Sin. I think you can make work really well.
Mm-hmm.
That you could definitely go. Let's give one more and then we'll wrap up. Sheena.
Sheena the She-Devil. Mm-hmm. Yep, that could work. Someone mentioned Kazar before.
Oh, if you really wanted to do like any character that's appeared in Marvel Comics, Red Sonja.
Unfortunately, no, they don't own it.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, wait. You know what thought would be a funny skin for MODOK?
Mm-hmm.
MODOK Trump.
I know they're not going to do that.
I know. I was trying to end us on a joke.
Yeah, there is no way that I'm going to go with that.
There's a monkey character. Hold on. He was in Marvel Apes. What's the name of this character? It's Martin Blank the Gibbon.
Okay. Oh, but they don't own Conan, Tevia.
No, they don't. They do not own Conan at all.
Hit Monkey.
Hit Monkey could also work too.
Mm-hmm. That could kind of work.
Lady Deadpool.
That's the Deadpool skin right there.
Yeah, now she has slight differences.
Like?
According to design, though, I think they would want to keep not doing any gender swapping for skins.
Yeah, I would say so, because that's the lazy way to do it.
Yeah, they do not change. It'd be one thing to do a drastic change like Red Hulk or Hulk. Actually, no, that would be a drastic change because then you'd have to have General Ross.
I would say so.
Then again, though, he would still have the gun.
Yeah, I would say so for that. Yeah. Now, so I think that's a good place to leave it. There's like tons of different Marvel rival. Again, we said this at the beginning of the episode. I was surprised that they have access to the entire catalog. Like,
not even Capcom had that.
Again, nothing in terms of if they can make it work. Nothing is off limits. That is the part where I'm like, wait, what?
Like I said, not even Capcom had that luxury.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, that shows how, like, because I think what it is also, Marvel themselves recognize how popular Marvel Rivals is. So they're like, if we can give like all of our characters this much exposure, invest, give them everything. But anyway, so I think it's a good place to leave it. So in terms of Comics League, movie night is gonna be Transformers 1. CLD tonight at 9. We're going to be talking about all the news. And Super Wonder Legacy, Britt and I will be celebrating 100 episodes. Happy 4th of July, everyone. And Robert, where can we find you and what we got coming out on your channel?
Stuff is down below. I've got a bunch of episodes in the can, including Jared and I for my 575th going over a certain notorious comic.
Yeah. So you say, yeah, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
You'll just be giving it away.
I know. But so check that out. All of Robert's links are in the description. I will see you guys later. Remember, Lois Lane is Lois Lane. I just love saying that with Robert here. She belongs with General Zod, Zois, and Maxibat for life. I will see you later. Bye-bye.